So nice job by Matt Shaw, be able to go there, get that slider in, stay inside of it, and shoot it the other way for the knock.
Yeah, that's an epidemic that we see. It's running rampant all around Major League Baseball. Guys who throw close to triple digits, and all they want to do is go with that sweep piece, that off-speed stuff.
Yes.
Look who it is. I've never seen this man right here, Michael Busch and Ryan Sweeney, in the same
I got to grow my beard
at
out,
the same time. Absolutely. Doppelgangers, no doubt about it. We're going to get him a headset as it stands right here. But talk about that hit. You were in the batter's box, a little, excuse me, little knock to the left side. How big was that? Because we know it's pressure-packed in those situations.
Yeah. Interesting situation. Just got to 3-0 and then took. He had a pretty good slider. Just trying to get a good pitch to hit. Probably, should have been a little more aggressive to the spot, but I really wanted to get something, get it in the air, and, take ball four if that came across, but I'll take it.
Did you have the 3-0 take, or were you swinging away?
I'll take, yeah, for sure. Yeah. He was throwing a bunch of sliders tonight, so that was a hard pitch for me, 3-0 to be all over. I thought, seeing a slider, maybe throw a fastball, get to 3-1, still has to throw another one. Thought I was in a pretty good position.
And that's what Sweeney was talking about. The guy throws nothing but pepper, but he continually threw you off-speed pitch after off-speed pitch. What's the mindset when you know that he throws gas, but I could be getting something with a little hump in it?
Yeah, that's right. That's the battle all hitters play, right? And it's staying on the fastball and adjusting to the slider, but at the same time, if he's ripping those sliders, you kind of just sell out for one at some point.
Yeah, I mean, your first 4 at-bats, you're kind of trying to salvage the day too, right? So you go in there and you have a nice at-bat in that last one. What is your approach when you're coming into that situation? Are you trying to stay up the middle, or are you trying to just move him over, just get him in? You have PCA that's stealing and got a fast runner at third, so you're just trying to put the ball in play, or?
Yeah, no, I mean, when PCA was at second, I felt like it was, look for something good to hit and just drive it up the middle. Take anything you can get, base hit, scores him, and then he stole third. Obviously taking that pitch to let him get to third, and then getting something up, trying to get something in the air. I kind of like my swing on the sliders that are down, even so. So, in that at bat, I was just trying to look for something middle up, and try to get something in the air.
5th straight series win, 3rd walk-off win of the season for this bunch. How galvanizing of a W was this? Because when you're able to go out there and continually stack wins, it feels pretty good in the clubhouse, doesn't it? Yeah,
for sure. I think, just finding more and more ways to win. Birdie comes in and steals that base.
Huge.
Yeah, I know Nico walked, but Matt Shaw's, base hit is the game-winning hit. A stolen base like that is pretty big in that position.
Yeah, John Birdie now 8 of 9 in stolen bases, always aggressive when he's out there on the base path, just like this man, Michael Busch. That was a lovely hit to tie the game up. Unbelievable. Good stuff. And, I want you guys to get close.
Nice job,
take a picture so we can see just how much they look. Look at that. How about that? Michael Busch, good stuff as always. Appreciate it, brother.
Awesome.
Thanks for the time.
Yeah,
all right, let's revisit and show you how it all went down. Rockies, Cubs, game 2 of this 3-game set. We're going to pick things up nice and early in this affair. Seiya Suzuki, the reigning National League Player of the Week, bottom 3, bases junked with 1 out, and just like that, grabbing some outfield grass. That's just what the doctor ordered.
Gets his hanging breaking ball right here by Marquez, knocking in his 50th run of the year. Nice piece of hitting right here by Suzuki.
That's right. Matt Shaw feeling good, but his day would get a little better as the evening would unfold. How about PCA? We know he's also an RBI machine, just like Seiya Suzuki. These guys going back and forth, jostling for position at 1 and 2.
Well, he got number 49 right here.
Sir.
Hard to double up. PCA did a nice job putting the ball in play and beating that one out.
Cade Horton. How good has this young man been? Slowly but surely coming into his own right there. But Ryan McMahon, he's been scuffling just a taste. And he puts one in play, and that is the first time the Rockies would scratch across the room.
Really not a bad pitch right here, but McMahon staying on it, staying inside the baseball, and driving it to left field.
Once again, Cade Horton, let's check back in with him tonight. He was a battler, 6 innings, 84 pitches, 61 strikes, and right there, sitting down Beck, one of his 6 punch-outs on the evening.
Do you see the changeup right there? He had all pitches working. He was elevating that fastball. Even right here, you see 96-mile-an-hour cut right here. Had the sweeper working, had the changeup working. Just all-around solid night for Cade Horton. 78% first pitch strikes.
Ooh, that's right. 26 batters faced. 18 of them saw first pitch strike. Ryan Sweeney making those math skills come to the forefront. And how about this one right here? Oh, no. Brenton Doyle. I was walking through the concourse and I saw a guy had a shirt that said Doyle rules. That was right after he clipped him.
That was first pitch of the 7th inning. Little sweeper there. Really the only one that got hurt there on the whole day, Brenton Doyle with his 5th homer.
Going to extras in the 11th, top of Chris Flexen. gets Doyle to put that one on the turf. Nico flips to first for the out, but the run would score. But as JD said, he didn't think that one run was good enough to beat this bunch of Cubs. And
here he
is.
The
guy who was just here hanging out with us just a few minutes ago. That excuse me swing to left field, Michael Busch plates the run, and just like that, the Cubs, they are indeed in business.
I love what he was talking about. Such a good approach, staying through the middle of the field. That little check swing, put the ball in play, good things happen. Shaw right here, shooting it the other way. I mean, awesome to see his first career walk-off homer here with the Cubbies. Couldn't have come at a better time and on a better night.
Absolutely. Matt Shaw drives in John Birdie. John Birdie, his aggressiveness out there on the base pass, that was a feather in the cap of these Chicago Cubs. He's 8 of 9 this season on stolen bases. Tyler Sundstrom says, Matt Shaw, I used to pray for times like this. Matt Shaw walk-off, can't believe this is my life. Michael Jeffrey Jordan, we remember that very, very well. Another one, Shaw walk-off redemption, just like Andy Dufresne when he gets out from underneath the prison. That was a quality win, no doubt about it. Matt Shaw, everything he eats this evening is going to taste like filet mignon. And if you ask anybody how they feel about this win, they all feel good, but specifically the skipper, Craig Counsell. Let's hear it.
It was a heck of a game. Really well played, I thought, game. And, we just scratched and clawed and got a couple big base hits at the end.
What's kind of the calculus for Pete to steal there with lefty in the batter's box?
It's just we got one of the best base stealers in the game with a opportunity to run. And, base, like I say all the time, base stealing is risk, and there's a risk there. And you guys are asking different questions if he's thrown out. But you trust your players with those skills to capture the moment. I thought it was great. Just getting into the 7th inning is a big step. Threw a ton of strikes. I thought his stuff was excellent. I think he's getting better every time out.
Do you as a manager feel bad, or are you just thinking ahead and keep managing when he gets up the home run, you got to take him out right away?
No, the plan was for him to face that hitter and then go to Thielbar, and he left the slider up, and the guy that Doyle hit a home run. They're trying to do the same thing. They're trying to beat us, so he made a mistake, and they made him pay for it.
Talk about this all the time, but just to get Birdie going like there and have Carson Kelly come in, he can be that at bat, and then do just the whole team effort and how guys are ready and they have their roles and what it takes.
Yeah, I think we have skills around the team, and so the stolen base by Birdie, that's not easy. You're kind of going in there and you're get the base, and he's a very good base stealer. He waited for the right moment. He was patient and got it. Carson squared one up. Probably on another night might be a home run. So these guys are ready to play, and they're executing when they get their opportunity. Reese McGuire had another really nice game defensively, threw out 2 guys, big caught stealings there in both cases, and then the other guy, just Chris Flexen. Those are 2 innings. Those are tough innings, pressure-packed innings. Not a job that he's done in his career, and he's pitched in a bunch of games that either where he's held the lead and we've come back and won, or covered some innings, we've come back and won. And tonight he had to pitch two huge innings and just made pitches, just made a whole bunch of really good pitches.
How nice is it to have such a versatile way of running a ball game with so many different facets that you can maybe push a button and they get the job done?
Well, that's credit to the guys. I do feel like that's what we have, and we have, that's something we emphasize in spring training is be a tough beat, be number of ways to beat you. Tonight we didn't have a great night with the bats. The weather doesn't help, but we didn't have a great night with the bats. They pitched well, but we did some good things on the bases to give ourselves some opportunities, and it paid off in the end.
What was the conversation with the mound?
We were just talking about the situation with a really good runner at the plate. It was more of a conversation with the infielders about where we were going to have to play and maybe cutting the runoff at home instead of trying for double play.
Thanks, Craig.
So a season ago, just 23 series wins, and tonight with this dramatic W, the Cubs, they nailed down their 13th of the season. That's tied for the most in all of Major League Baseball. You see that jubilant just offering from these guys right here. Pete Crow Armstrong, Matt Shaw, Reese McGuire, everyone having a blast, and so are we. We can see the drone up on high, and there's still plenty more. That's right. Cubs Postgame Live. We are rolling a walk-off victory right here.